Back to the beloved Swift Sport with the Alcantara. I'm really happy that I'm getting into this little hooligan again. Just a great little runabout. Sorry for that. Giving you the nice view again. So why is this car so nice to drive? Because it feels so enormously direct. I think this could also be an Alpine product because it's extremely lightweight, and now with this added suspension tweaks it's also a lot more direct and lower. Also Alpine has quite supple suspension because it's so light, and this is within that spirit. So they now made a new Alpine, I think it's a R5, Renault R5 derivative. So a cheaper Alpine to begin with, but it will never be as direct as this one because it's an electric engine, and electric engine. Something went wrong there, sorry. I don't know what happened. It appears that it was not appeared not to be on the automatically restarting, so it switched off and now it did not automatically restart. So I will keep this in consideration. If this will turn up again, I will recontact, of course, but it appeared to shut off. And then when I tried to put on the gas again, putting it in gear, it did not turn on automatically. Okay. Let's keep this into consideration. See, now it's switching off. Yeah, now I put it in on the first gear and it pops up. So it might be a one-time thing. But this car is so light and willing. It's also a lot lighter than the Alpine, and Alpine is only a two-seater. So I think it's like 18% lighter than Alpine. And of course also doesn't have the same power as Alpine. It's all about half the power of the Alpine. With a tune you go a little bit higher, but you can also tune an Alpine. It's also like 80% lighter. So with a tune I think a standard Alpine would have to work quite hard to stay in front of it if it's not all highway straight ways, because this car is also very capable on the bends like the Alpine is. It might be quite interesting matchup, and there were some people that also really took their Swift on track and even met Alpines, and they were performing very nicely, even faster than Alpine, but it could also be the driver. It's very hard to compare two cars with also two different drivers, because a driver that is not driving as capable is also not able to extract all the benefits from the car, which the driver that is able to do that is. This car feels feisty again after driving that Fiesta 1 liter turbo 3-cylinder. Of course, has a lot more horsepower, a lot more torque, a lot better chassis, a lot directer feeling, bigger steering wheel with this especially Alcantara add-on, and a nicer shifting gearbox, better brakes. So there are a lot of things to like. And that's also the reason why I think this car should be, or could be, because it's a Japanese type of car, not an Alpine, not a French type of car, but you have the same type of spirit. And the difference is made by the Japanese type of approach is that you have added reliability, added ease of mind, added frugality. So you have a lot of things to have in a beneficial sense as well. And you can seat up to 5 people instead of the 2 people that only fit into the Alpine A1 on a 10. Alpine A1 on a 10 I do like a lot more than, for example, the Porsche Boxer, which is also, or the Cayman, same car with or without the roof. So Cayman would be a more direct fit compared to the Alpine, which is also a coupe. But I like it more because it's more a lightweight approach. But Porsche is also a very good manufacturer, very good sporting type of car. With that being said, if you have this Suzuki Swift Sport, you have a stage 1 tune on it, and perhaps some improvements on the exhaust system like I have, and the suspension improvements, you will have a car that's very, very close to Alpine A110 type of performance and driving experience for just a fraction of the price, and also with a lot of ease of mind, reliability upgrades. So a very good alternative, I must say. Let's see how the temperature is going. Temperature is like that. First gear to the second gear, revving the first gear a little bit more in this case. And there's the thing, if you have a slower car, the Alpine is faster of course, but if you can drive it faster, because the road conditions don't allow that fast car to really exploit its capabilities. It's nicer than you have a faster car, e.g. the Alpine A110, and you have to drive it slower all the time. So you will have more raised heartbeat, more experience with a slower car to begin with. And that's a tricky thing, because in that way you can have the biggest piece of crap with the least power, and you can just go full on the throttle all the time, and that would be the nicer car, and you would be right. But that car is not capable of braking or going fast through a corner. So there's a trade-off. There is a scope that you at least need, in my opinion, need at least for every 10 kilograms of car 1 horsepower. I would prefer that you have more, but that would be the scope. If you stay below 2 horsepower for every 10 kilograms, I think you have a car that you can exploit very nice. So between 100 horsepower per 1000 kilograms and 200 horsepower per 1000 kilograms, you have a very nice driving car. It's my simple advice. If you go above that, you will have a faster car, of course, a lot faster. But then you will be hard pressed to find routes where you really can exploit it. For your experience, Audi S3 with 300 horsepower that weighs about 1500 kilograms, for example, would still be at the top of that level. But that would be a car that quite hard pressed to get all the goodness out, so to say. Whereas if you have for example, Fiesta is a little bit too little horsepower with 100 horsepower and 1040 kilograms, that's just below it. But a little bit above that would be already in that bracket. So for example, one VW Up GTI would be in that bracket, only that does not have brakes all round. I want disc brakes all round instead of drum brakes. I have drum brakes also in the Copen, but that car weighs only 825 kilograms, so that's about 200 kilograms lighter than the Up, which has the same brake configuration. So in my opinion, if you have a car like that and you also have disc brakes all around, you have a very capable, nice setup to begin with. I will try to rev this little car a little bit out now. So that has some chance to warm up. I think 10 minutes about. So So I think it can handle a little bit of revs now. I put the clutch in and still in the first gear, otherwise it would shift, go to automatic start-stop system again. I want it to be warm now, so not just reigniting and then pushing it. Let's see. I'll wait for this corner, then I will rev it out and go to second. Driving this tiny little car, this B segment, hot hatches, and it does not, how do you say that? We would say in Dutch, stel niet teleur. It does not disappoint. That's what I was looking for. So it's a small car, B segment car, but you have about the same room as you would have in a Volkswagen Golf 2, 3 GTI. The interior room is similar. You have a lot of additional safety, a lot more torque, and even easier access to additional horsepower because of that turbo engine. A lot more technology, a lot more luxury. This is a very cool car. Magpies on the road. Well, I hope you really enjoyed this short video. I'm wishing you a great day. It says anti-collision warning. Ciao!